what's up, you guys? It's your girl Stubbs, and welcome to another episode of The Stubbs Show. On today's show, I will be stepping into the kitchen with Chef Shelly of Shelly's Yard Spice Cuisine. We're going to sit down and have a great conversation about life and her journey. So let's get ready. Oh man, ooh, thank you for this meal. This is
Looking good.
yes, delicious. So what go ahead, tell us again what do we have?
So we have the oxtail and we have the NSC jerk pork. We also have some fried plantains. We have some saute mixed cabbage, and we have rice and peas.
I'm gonna go
This
ahead
is
and
so
take
good.
a bite, and I know we about to get into our conversation, but I want to go ahead and take a bite.
Mm.
Mm.
So good.
Mm.
So good. You're missing out if you haven't got any. Yeah.
So they're
so
gonna place
good.
their order. They're gonna place their order.
Gotta place your order. It's so good.
Yeah. So tell us, what made you take that leap of faith to go into starting your own business and cooking, catering?
So basically, cooking has been a passion for me. Like when I started having kids, like for me, I don't like to eat out too much.
Okay.
So I'm like, why not stay in the kitchen and use it as a business? So that's basically how I started. And then I love cooking. It's my passion. It's my heart. I put everything into it once I'm in the kitchen. And it doesn't matter what I'm going through. Once I'm in the kitchen, everything is released. It just gives me peace and happiness. And that's why I'm like, I think this is where it's supposed to be for me.
So how long you been cooking?
Like about, we're in 2024 now, so I started 2012. I started 2012.
So that's been 11 years?
Yes.
And how long has the business been going?
The business has been going for 6.
Okay.
Yeah. I started launching out and doing catering and plates around that time, about 6 years ago. Yeah.
You know, when people, they say you start your own business, they think you just supposed to skyrocket off and things just going to jump like that, but it don't. It takes time. It takes learning.
Yes.
It takes experience.
Yes.
What has been one of the hardest experience that you learned on your journey?
Is the people closest to you are your biggest failure.
Go into that. Explain that. What do you mean?
Meaning like the people that you taught that would have your back and support you are actually your enemies for the business, because they don't want to see you doing better than them. That's my experience. That what I kind of slow my business down, because I'm here thinking that these people that I'm building my brand with are the ones that want to see me win, but actually they are the ones who kind of dig in the hole for me to fall in. So they are the ones who kind of telling people, oh, our food is nasty, or don't buy your food, you're going to get sick, And then the crazy thing is the people that they're telling are the ones that's coming back to me and saying, and I know it's true because the story adds up when they can say, oh, this person said,
and they wouldn't know it. They wouldn't know certain things if it wasn't that certain person. So how do you deal with that?
I'm a big person on prayer and faith. And I love God because He has been there for me when I didn't even know how to be there for myself. So for me is I get up every day, and the first thing that I do, I pray. And I talk to God as much as I'm talking to you. Like I have a conversation with Him every day. And I ask Him to lead me. I ask Him to guide me. And I ask Him to send people in my way that's going to help me to elevate and get to the next point. And here you are. Because that's all you actually got here. Because at the end of the day, you saw what I'm doing and you love what I'm doing. And
we've been friends for a while, you guys. Just to give you some background, it has at least been 7 to 10 years, because I know I was married.
Yes, you were with
and I'm divorced.
Kids. Yes,
over 10 years now. Yes. So it's been at least 10 years, and just going back and forth through the ups and downs and the ins and out. And you're also in the health field, right?
I am.
Yeah, in the health field. So, and then you're a mom, and a wife, and going through the
The motions of
the
life.
motions of life, you know.
Mhm.
And sometimes I know you feel like you want to quit.
A lot of times, even like my last.
Hold on, real quick. Let me just go to say I'm eating while she's talking because it tastes
Tastes
so
so
daggone
good,
good.
right?
Let me tell you, this pork wasn't Hennessy pork.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, I don't know if I had it before, but I've had Caribbean pork and it didn't taste this good. But go ahead. How do you keep going as a mom, you know, and as a woman and as a working woman, you know, without quitting after going through trial after trial after trial?
Because when you know what your purpose is,
Mm-hmm.
you know you can be slowed down, but you can't be stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my motivation every day to keep going because purpose cannot be dead.
Mm-hmm.
Our purpose cannot die. Once you have
That
a
passion.
purpose,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna exclude
Mm-hmm.
the storms and the trials and the tribulation. And once you have motivation and determination as well, that too is a key factor in you being successful, because you have to understand that you're gonna fall down a lot. But if you decide not to stay down and you're gonna keep getting back up and come stronger than before, then that's what your winning
And you
cycle
know,
is.
it's hard sometimes to be strong because
Mm-hmm.
people expect, you know, just because you're smiling and you know you look nice and you're happy that you're not going through anything. But sometimes the hardest part is being able to smile and staying strong and keep going on those days that when you want to quit, you know, and
Right.
and just stop the journey and
Right.
say it's over. You know,
Right.
and as black women, sometimes we down one another so much, you know, and especially with you being Caribbean and me being American, you know, it's hard for to see those friendships a lot of times because it's that hate there, like,
Yes.
oh, well, you're not American, oh, you're not Caribbean,
Yes.
but you're not that type of person. You have a good heart. You always been a beautiful woman, and that's why we kept our connection inside and out. But what has been your hardest outside of people? What has been the hardest trial that came up against you, and how did you conquer it?
I don't want to cry, but that was like homelessness.
Okay.
I became homeless in 2015, and I lost my kids. And the reason why I lost them is because of my homelessness, and I didn't want to take them to being in a shelter because I know that wasn't going to be a healthy place for them.
Right.
So they had to go and stay with their grandparents. And that for me was the hardest, because thinking of, you're not a drug addict as a mother, you're not abusive mother, you're not a mother that don't work or don't hustle or anything like that. You do all the right things, but it happened to the best of us. And it's nothing that you're doing wrong. It just happened. Life happens, where life was just lifing. The money that I was making, it wasn't feasible to survive with 3 children, and they were small at that time. And I didn't have any family here. I'm here by myself. So it's either I was supposed to go back home or I was going to figure my way out. And that's what I had to do. I had to figure my way out. And this is where I am right now. All the blessings.
Yes, beautiful home, business started.
Yes.
You know, look, you always look nice, but looking even more immaculate and
Thank
amazing.
you.
Know, people don't understand as moms, it's hard trying to build a business and being a single mom.
Yes.
You know, doing it on your own. And a lot of times people get upset and the man get upset and makes it harder for you by not helping like he should.
Right.
But that's not the way things should be. But look how life turned around.
Amazing.
You know, and it's hard to sleep during those times. What was your go-to for getting up every morning? Because let me tell you, the hardest thing to do sometimes is, and I heard you say you don't want to cry, because when you get to talking about your kids and the things that they've been through because of you, and it's no perfect way of being a parent. You just don't know. You going as you giving your best.
Right.
What kept you going during that time as a mother and as a woman to not because life get to life and so much, you sometimes think about taking it.
Yes, and I've been that road so many times where there was no way out, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? And the only thing and the only choice that comes to your mind is just like, okay, let me just end this so I don't have to deal with it. But I guess one of my biggest factors that pushed me to this level was I can't quit because I have the younger ones looking at me. And if they see me quit, then they're gonna think that it's okay for them to quit as well. So I had to be the role model for them, because I know they were like, okay, why is mommy doing this to us? They don't deserve that. We didn't bring them here to be a failure. Not that we are not allowed to be a failure. We are, because we're human.
Right. But life happens.
Right. That failure is what's going to keep you grounded and let you know that, hey, I can't get back to there. I got to keep moving.
And you can't quit.
And you can't quit.
You can't quit. And you have spurts, in business where things are like here, or you waking up in the morning for a week and you just like, oh, I feel good. I'm beautiful. You saying all these affirmations. And then life hits you and you looking in the mirror like, I can't take this no more.
Right.
Why am I going through this? Why am I being punished? But those punishments build you to be stronger for your future. Because honestly, if you wouldn't have went through that, and looking back now, do you think you would have been the woman that you are today?
No.
Yeah.
If I look back, if life didn't life at that moment for me, I think I would be still wild enough, to be honest.
You know what? Sometimes you need life to sit your ass down and tell you, hey girl, chill it on out, sit it on down, get yourself together. And you need that, because if not, opportunities are always there for you to go down the hill.
Right.
So go down.
So true. And one thing I can realize to you are, and I'm going to say this with emphasis.
Go ahead.
You are who you surround yourself with. Because what I came to realize is, if you surround yourself with women that constantly gossip and hate and, always have negative energy, then that's what you're going to become. Because at the end of the day, when you're trying to elevate in life, you have to make sure that the people you're elevating with want the same things in life as you. You understand what I'm saying?
Not looking like what you want to be, but actually doing.
Right. And that's something that I have to realize, that when you elevating in life, your circle is never going to be the same. It's never, ever going to be the same. And I'm a true testimony. Not everybody I started out with, I finish. I can tell you that. Half of the people that I started out with, they're not around me anymore.
And isn't that the saying? Don't
crazy.
They say, as you grow, pay attention, because what they say, you can't bring all that weight with you.
There you go.
But look back at how many people you wanted to bring with you.
Amen. Now,
aren't you glad that they didn't come?
I'm glad that they didn't come, because I don't think I would have been sitting here talking to you right now. And I'm grateful that God had to take me through the troubled waters.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I kind of realized that, hey.
Yeah, it ain't what it looked like. It's smoke and mirrors. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors out here. People that look, they so made up and have you feeling a certain way. And then when you go through something,
you be like, oh.
Girl, have you looking like, what is going on? What did I hook up with? And elevation isn't comfortable.
It is not.
But you know what? The badness and the stagnant and lazy part of life is comfortable. It actually, the enemy makes bad feel good.
Amen. Now,
I'm telling you, true. Things that you shouldn't be doing, and you keep finding yourself doing it because you think it feels good and it's numbing you, or it's easy or quick gratification. And you got to live and sleep in that after a while and be like, hold up.
Right.
This is not what I want my life to be like.
Right.
So that is true. But we're getting ready to take a quick break, you guys. We will be right back with my girl, Shelly, and she's going to talk to you more about her journey with moving into catering as a mom, as a woman, as a Black woman, and as a human being. And let you learn more about her. So we'll be right back here on the Stubbs Show. You guys don't go anywhere.
The purple cabbage along with the regular cabbage. And I had some shredded carrots in it and some kale. And that's what gives it that look. This is so good.
Whew.
Mm.
It's beyond.
Sometimes I'm impressed with myself. Like, girl, you did this.
Girl,
I'm like, wow.
you did the damn thing. Let me get another bite before I go
yeah.
over.
So good. Even this NSC jerk pork. Boy.
Hey, you guys, we back.
We back.
So we eating good.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, this sauce is so good. I might want to lick the plate out.
Yes,
it's really good.
It's really good. You know.
Oh my god. Okay.
Right.
All right, welcome back to the Stubbs Show, you guys. I'm here with my girl Shelly, and we are talking about her Caribbean cuisine. Let me Shelly Yard Spice Cuisine, that is. And you guys can zoom in and click in on that QR code, and it takes you right to her Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed that break. Remember, if you would like to have your products or your business advertised throughout our breaks, you can just email me at the LOF Network or gmail.com. And we can connect and make that happen. But before we left, we were talking about, trials and people and smoke and mirrors, because we know that people are that sometimes, smoke and mirrors in the journey of life. And you were giving some of your testimony. So let's go back into some of that. So now that everything is going on, you're a grandmom now.
Yes. I have a boy and I have a grandgirl on the way.
You got a grandgirl on the way?
Yes, I'm having another grandbaby coming.
Oh, wait, same mama?
Yes, grandma.
She is. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, girl, I hope she don't stop. I hope she have more than them too.
Well, she says she wants to stop right now, but I hope she don't, because I want all the grandbabies.
Yes, because you only got two. Three.
Yes, I have 3 kids, and she's the only one that's making me a grandma.
Right now. How's the boy doing?
He's 3 now.
Okay, but how's the son doing? Your son?
My son is doing wonderful. Actually, I'm about to see him in a couple of days.
How old is he now? He's the oldest,
26.
right? No, he's the middle.
He's the middle.
Yeah, he's 26?
Yeah. 26.
How old is the oldest?
27.
Girl, she almost got 30-year-old children. You look good, girl.
Thank you. Turning 48 in November.
Wow. Yes. I know that's right.
Yes.
So when the babies come along and they taste the food, how do they like it?
They love it. They be like, oh my mom, I'm loving this. I can't find nothing out there like this.
Can they cook?
All of them can cook. That's a blessing, because mama taught them well.
Oh wow, they can?
Yes, they
even
all
the boy?
All of them.
Can they cook this good?
Yeah, they cook really good. They can cook. Yeah.
So now looking back, and your struggle as a mom, what advice would you give to another female business owner as a mom who babies are young? Because your babies were younger than they were like teenagers.
And
the baby
12, 13.
Yeah, the baby was not even double numbers yet.
Not yet. So yeah.
So what would you say to a mom who's starting her business with younger kids? She don't have a husband around, and she's going through some trials, and she feel like quitting.
I would say first thing is pray. Second thing is tell your younger version that I got this. I can do this. And if God is for me, then all I'm gonna do is win. And once you have that motivation in you, nothing will stop you. Because one thing we have to realize, that the weapons will form, but they shall never prosper.
That's right.
And once you have that in your head every day, you can tell yourself, I'm going to do this. And always remember, it's not the people that you're looking for the support that's going to come with the support. It's going to be total strangers. And once you bear that in mind, that's when you're going to realize that I have a purpose. And with that purpose, you're going to be unstoppable. Because at the end of the day, once you believe, you can have, one thing I realized as a business owner, You cannot have people believe in you as much as you believe in you. And that's the key. You have to believe in yourself and what you stand for. And don't get me wrong, a lot of people is doing what you're doing. So it's going to come with challenges. It's going to come with competition. And it's going to come with all kinds of flaws. But you have to remember what you stand for, what you represent. And once you realize that, nothing can hold you back.
And staying focused.
Focus.
Because that's hard.
It's very hard.
It's hard when you're going through not to go with the crowd or want to do what everybody else is doing, or just going through a trial with no money in your pocket.
Right.
And your spirit is saying, but you still got to build this business. And you looking like, what money I'm going to use to build it with? And that's when you got to be creative. That's when you have to use your gifts in other ways and say, you know what? I got to keep going. And then sometimes you have seasons where you got to pause.
Right.
You know, where you just got to stop and say, you know, I'm going to work on the business and build myself up and my confidence, and then come back to it, because it's a roller coaster. You go up, you go down, you go in, you go out, you feeling good, you feeling bad. The trials come and they go. And so, you know, that's a good piece right there, you know, and just telling your younger self something. Because you're going to keep growing and going and going through it. And just know, ladies, you know, it won't be perfect. And then sometimes your kids will get on your nerves.
Definitely. No. I can tell you experiences, but that's for...
Well, you like, it's like the enemy will use your children to come up against you and say certain things. And you be like, well, hold up, I'm giving it the best I got. Giving you the best of me. Amazing. And then they come and be like, you ain't do this, you were bad at this, and you like,
oh Lord.
And you got to sit with that and take it in and cry. But then you got to tell yourself, but you know what? I accomplished this milestone. I got through this and I got through that. So, and that's why I want to move into that with you.
Right.
What has been one of the greatest experiences that you've experienced through starting your business thus far? Something that just was like, oh yeah, okay.
I think the biggest motivation for me with my business is when you really hear people say, oh my God, the food was so good. That is like the ultimate firecracker in you, because you'd be like, wow, somebody say my food is good. And when they keep coming back, that's how you know it's the real deal. It's nothing faking, or they just not telling you because they feel like, oh, I want her to feel good. No, they keep coming back, and sometimes they're sending people to you being like, you know, somebody told me that they had your food and it was so good, and here I am with my family or my friends.
Make you feel like,
you know, you'd be like, okay, now I have a purpose after all.
I'm doing something.
I'm doing something positive. You know,
and supporting a small business makes that small business owner feel better than if you go to. It's a lot of Caribbean spots out here. What's the main one? That's really big.
I know you got Tropicana.
The Tropicana.
Yeah.
And I feel like they've become so big that there's no love in the food anymore.
Right.
It's like anybody is cooking it, and it's just put this amount in it, put this in it, and just put it together, and it's not as good as it used to be.
Right.
And I think that's where people lose out when they get too big and they stop caring about the quality of the taste and their customers and how they really appreciate it. I can tell in this that you put your love in it, and it tastes so good. So I like that. But what is your favorite Caribbean dish that you've had, and where from? Let's give a shout out to somewhere else right
now. A Caribbean joint that I've been
that you love. It could be in Jamaica, because she goes to Jamaica often. So
I don't want to sound mushy, but
ain't nobody better than yours.
I really have. And if y'all want to see what I'm saying, then
hey, do the competition. I bring the cameras out, and I'll bring some people to judge it.
But I'm not trying to be mushy, but I haven't, because when you go out and you're spending your money, you want to taste quality, you want flavor. I've not had that.
What do you think the problem is with a lot of places?
I think they're not spending the time to put love. And I would say love because there's no flavor to the taste of the food. It's like, they're just selling it because they be like, oh, it's a Jamaican franchise and people like Jamaican food. So,
and don't know no better.
Some of them don't know the taste of a real authentic Jamaican food supposed to taste. So let me just throw down anything and they'll and just give it to them. But because I know what good food's supposed to taste like, and my customers know what good food's supposed to taste like, then that's why I'm here right now. And I'm not trying to be, like I said, mushy against any business personnel.
But it's the truth. It's your truth.
I want all of us to win, but I have to be honest. I am very picky. Anybody knows me knows what I am when it comes to food. I don't just eat any and anywhere because number one for me, cleanliness is my utmost. And if I come around you and it's not clean, then I can't.
Yeah, it's like, let me
not eat but apart from that, I want to be able to spend my money and enjoy my meal.
Right. So what's your top Caribbean dish?
My top Caribbean dish is what I'm eating right now.
Okay,
oxtail.
So oxtail is your favorite?
My favorite all time, every day, all day. I can eat oxtail all day, every day.
Now, what about when you go to Jamaica? Is there something you eat there that you can't get here?
Not really.
Okay. Do you cook when you go over there?
I do cook when I go home.
You do?
Yeah,
okay.
I do cook.
Because I know the food probably tastes better over there.
Yeah, because everything is authentic.
Yeah.
It's from the ground.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you can go like, I'm from the country. I was raised in Manchester.
And she been trying to get me to go. I need to get my butt there.
You really
Are you about to tell me that y'all cook in the ground?
I started from cooking from the ground, like they call it like wood fire.
Oh
so you put two big stones. You put two big stones on either side, and you put like shrubs of wood in the middle
and cook it.
And you cook
what
a good meal.
On there? Just all
everything, anything.
Wow.
That's where I learned to start cooking. And actually that's where you get the good flavored food.
I'm pretty sure.
Everything is just like authentic. Even the seasoning. You're picking up the scallion from the ground.
Now don't tell me you know how to kill a chicken. Don't tell me you know.
I know how to kill a chicken.
Lying, girl.
I know how to kill
a goat. Do you know
how
to kill it?
Yes.
Not a goat.
Yes, you gotta kill them. If you raise them, you gotta kill them to sell them.
So have you ever killed the chicken and scaled it, cleaned it and then fried it and cooked it and ate it?
Yes. So you catch the chicken, you tie the legs together
and swing his neck, girl.
And then you hang him on a whatever you hang him on. I used to hang him on a little shred that I had in the back of the house. And you cut off his neck and it's draining blood down.
You do it with your own hands?
Yes.
Girl, let me say, I will say this though. I've been to Jamaica on a cruise. My very first time on a cruise, and I went to Jamaica, and I can't think about what part it was exactly, but I got off the boat. I'm just gonna keep it real. Me and my sister was going to look for some little trees or whatever on the beach. Found this guy who had a boat, but he took us into the outside. He took what they call it, the regular place outside of tourism where the main people be at.
The ghetto.
Yeah, he took us to the ghetto and to this restaurant. Now, the place took about an hour or plus to cook the daggone chicken. We were there most of the time, waiting for them to cook the chicken.
Right.
But when he explained to me what they had to do, they had to go. They had just opened up. They had to kill the chicken or get it fresh. Put it in a bag or something, shake it up, then get the ground, I guess, whatever, fry it up in the pot, and then bring it. It was the best chicken I ever had in my life. And this was over 10 years ago because I was married. The best I've ever had in my life. But I don't think I could go from farm to table as the farmer.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't go in and get the goat. And you said the goat too?
You kill the cow, the goat. Anything
you know how to use a machete.
Right, yeah.
Don't play with her.
Don't play with me.
Don't play with
her. And I remember even younger too, we had to kill the birds to make birds. I remember I used to make bird soup. So you get a slingshot and you shot the bird.
And out the tree.
Yes. And he fall down and you just take him up and pluck him up nicely and cook soup.
Oh my gosh. We're getting ready to take another break. We're going to come back, let you know a little bit more about Shelly. We'll get ready to close this interview out, let you know how you connect with her and take yourself to the yard. It gives you
Right.
some cuisine.
So normally take out the pepper because you don't want the pepper to be burst because it will make everything scorching in your tongue on your tongue. So
Hi, you guys. Welcome back to the Stubbs Show. I'm here with my girl Shelly, and we're talking about her catering business. Delicious, just delicious. Is this considered? This is red beans and rice, right? Not the jollof rice.
not jollof rice.
Okay, is that Jamaican or African?
Jollof is African.
Okay.
Right, and this is not beans; it's peas.
And peas. Okay.
So it's kidney, peas.
Oh, I gotta learn. I gotta learn. But welcome back, you guys. I'm learning, and you guys can hire her to come over to do a cooking class with you. You know, date night can be different. Date night doesn't always have to be at a restaurant or Uber Eats. You can have her over to cook or even teach you guys to cook. That would be a nice date. Teach me how to cook a dish with you, and then there's no excuses for why you can't cook, fellas. She can come and teach you how to cook. Definitely. Or women teach your new wife. And if you are from the islands and Caribbean and you want your wife to learn to cook more, there it is. So I'm gonna make sure you guys get her information. But before we left, we were just talking about, just life and things in general. I want to ask, so how long have you been here in America? How old were you when you came here?
Around 21.
Oh, you wow. You went to school and everything over in Jamaica. Okay, so how did you like it when you first came?
Coming back from the Caribbean, your dream is always to come to America because you're thinking that everything is centered around America, and that's your dream line where you're gonna be rich and make a lot of money. But I guess we're coming here was a whole different story when I actually came and see the life. Because the life that you would get when you're back home is not the same when you come here. It's totally different. So like I wouldn't say people lie, but people pretend a lot. Because you would see them and you would think that, oh, they live in the fabulous life and they have so much money and but when you come and you see some of the same people, then you'd be like, how? What happened? I thought, so yeah.
It was a wake-up call for you.
It was a wake-up call. So, you have to tell yourself that, hey, I'm the original. And that was my biggest thing for me. I didn't want to fit in with nobody. I didn't want to do what nobody was doing. I just wanted to follow my own crowd. I'm not a crowd follower. So for me I always try to do what my heart tells me. And that's why I am where I am today, because when I started out, I didn't have any fear. Because, sometimes you're going on a path and you be like, oh, I don't want to go there because too many people is actually there. I just full blown be like, this is what I want to do. I don't care if millions of people is doing it. I'm doing it. And I'm doing it to the best of my ability. And I know I'm going to win. And I've never regretted.
So do you want to stay here forever, or you want to go back home one day?
I would love to go back home and retire. I would want to retire back in my country. I don't care what nobody say. I love Jamaica. That's my heart. Woo! Jamaica to the
and
world.
It's beautiful.
And it's beautiful down there.
The beaches, definitely. And it's not as expensive as it is here. No. Going to the river. What's that river you go to? Is it Dunn's?
Dunn's River.
Dunn's River.
Yes.
When she be riding in the car on the way there, I be thinking to myself, now when I go, and I'm thinking about how little these roads are, and they driving because they used to it. I know I'll be in the car like this. I could hush. Oh my, please just hurry up and get us there because I know it's so narrow.
Right.
But yeah, I think that I'm not even from the Caribbean, but I want to retire in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
It's a big difference, and they live longer, they eat healthier, like you said, you pulling your spices from the garden.
Right.
You're going out in the tree and getting your own
fruits or veggies.
Yeah. So why would I want to be here? Or what about your kids? Do they love it here or what?
They always love going back home.
But
because it's a different scenery. They like it back home, so I know they would want to live back home because they like water. So the beaches and the rivers, that's their favorite. So they see themselves living back home too.
So let the people know what type of dishes you're known for. How can they connect with you and get them your information?
I am known for all Jamaican dishes, also seafood too. My contact information, as you say, it's on the the logo right here is Shelly Yard Spice Cuisine on Instagram, and my phone number is also there for catering needs. And I do private classes as well, and one-on-one classes, as well as like Shadona said, you can call me if you have private dining and you want some good Jamaican food for your for your partner, then I can come over and I can cook that.
What about weddings?
I do weddings too.
Yep. So you get
And
married?
I do anything, graduation, bachelorette party,
Any special events coming up?
Yeah, I have an event coming up on the 28th of September.
Okay.
That's another one of my big major event. It's gonna be in Baltimore.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be one. It's like 4 vendors, but I'm gonna be one of the vendors there.
Okay. You guys make sure you follow her page.
And once I will be once I get more information on it, I'll be uploading it onto my website, and you can get more idea. If you want to check me out, I'll actually be there.
And for you guys, if you can't see it, Shelly _yard _spice _cuisine with a Q.
Right.
UIZINE. So you can connect with her. And order you some food, and good, it's being cooked with love.
Right.
Sometimes you get some food and you wonder why your stomach hurt or you don't feel good. It probably was cooked with hate. That person probably was cussing, fussing, upset, mad, going through hell, cooking this, and then you go eat it and you like, why am I messed up?
Right.
You eating all that junk too. So you want to make sure you get somebody that got love, that's doing it with a passion, doing it with her heart, and a beautiful person inside and out. I mean, has always been a lovely person since day one. I met her. And actually, we met through other people that neither of us hang with. We made it through. We made it through. So it's like you'll end up with 10, 20 people. But out of that, you'll see which ones go certain ways and doing certain things. So me and her was able to make it through.
Right.
And get through. Now, one thing about the Stubbs show, I can't let you leave without and I want you to specifically say something encouraging to another female or male chef. Excuse me, sorry you guys, to motivate them on a journey. And I'm full. I'm over here burping and stuff. It's good. But go ahead and let them know some type of encouragement that you want to leave them with on today.
Like the first thing if you notice when I'm talking to the interviewer, I always put God. You have to put God first in every and anything. Never leave him out of nothing. Consult him for everything that you're trying to do. Oh, my body is shivering because God is amazing.
Yes, he is.
That is your first and foremost thing that you have to do. The second thing is you have to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody's going to believe in you. And once you believe in yourself, you are unstoppable. And another thing, always remember, people want to see you do good, but never better than them. And don't take that as a detour for not attaining your greatness. Just use it as a determination to tell yourself that I'm going to win at all costs. And I'm trusting God, and I'm trusting the process. And remember, everything doesn't happen overnight, and what you see is not gold all the time. But I would say, go make your own diamond. You can do it. Make your own diamond. Let it glisten. Don't make nobody make your diamond for you. You can make it by yourself. And it will work more when you do that. Trust me.
Shine brighter.
Shine even brighter. So yeah.
And all things happen in its right time. And because we were supposed to do this interview 45 years ago.
Thank you so much. So there you go.
We finally got to it at the right time in the right
Amen.
season, because you saying you getting chills, and while you talking, I'm feeling like myself getting all soft and mushy on the inside, because
Right.
I'm happy to see you growing. I haven't seen her in a while, and we've been even supposed to hang out, but I'm just happy, and I feel good.
I feel good.
I feel like this is something great, and as you know, you actually want your friends to go with you when you elevate. You want to be able to go to an event and look over. There's my girl, hey girl, and you know, or but it gets so small as you grow, because people just aren't right. But when you in that right sector, in that right place, it grows the way it need and blossom together. And
Amen.
you know, when we in our bigger homes with our food, and they like, who cooked? Shelly.
Yes.
She cooked. They like, what you? Them are workers over there, but she cooked it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we having a good time, and we growing, and you know, continuing to pour into one another. So I.
Oh, thank you so much.
I didn't put my hat on.
It's okay.
No, let me put it on for now. I forgot.
Yes.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Yes.
Yes.
Shelly,
make sure you support. You won't be disappointed. I promise you. You got my word.
Yes. Well, I thank you guys for joining us here on the Stubbs Show for another segment. You guys, make sure you follow me on YouTube. Well, you're on YouTube. If you're on YouTube watching, if you're not, it's the Leap of Faith Network. On Facebook, the Stubbs Show with 2 B's. I'm full.
Yes.
And on
good food.
And on, I'm all ready for a nap after this. Right. And then on Instagram is the_Stubbs_show. You the email, all that. The information is down there, so you see it crossing the screen anyway. So make sure you connect with both of us, and just keep being of love. And like she said, keep going. Take those words in, and I'll see you next time for another episode of the Stubbs Show, where I bring you real discussions, real testimonies, and real people. We gone.
And thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, check me out, Shelly at Spice Cuisine on Instagram. Thank you.
We out of here.
Bye.